Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back for another video. Today we're going to be showing you guys how to replace that guy right there. There's a PCV valve I'm thinking is causing one of my problems with the weird idle. Also the truck's got a little couple leaks, valve cover, and I'm thinking it's the rear main seal. I'm not 100% sure, but here's the part number for anybody who wants to change it themselves. That's what it looks like. Weirdest thing, it's got two coolant lines that go around it, or one coolant line that wraps around that PCV valve, I'm guessing, so it doesn't freeze or something like that. But you guys are gonna have to remove your brake booster line, or vacuum line, which I've already removed. You're gonna, or at least I'm going to remove this ignition coil, kind of just move it out of the way. But that line wraps around. You're gonna have two ends on the coolant line, then the PCV valve. It should just twist counterclockwise, but it goes around here, and I believe it's this line here. I did already replace the end under the on the intake here. It was leaking, or actually no, it was a coolant line that was leaking, so disregard that. But yeah, that's the line, PCV valve that goes around there. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to replace that. I'm going to get all this stuff disassembled, and then we'll be back with you guys. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, I've got my coil off. Once you get it off the studs and you disconnect your connector, you should be able to see the valve. It's right there. Just dropping stuff everywhere. But that's it. I'm gonna get some pliers of some sorts to get that disconnected, and then, like I said, it turns counterclockwise. I'll show you guys getting this stuff disconnected. Alright guys, so I've been working on this thing for probably about 10 minutes or so, trying to get these two little prongs disconnected off the hoses. This is a hard line, as you guys can see about right there. That's where it goes. This bottom one actually goes around the other side of the intake and into a port right under this cover. What I did was I disconnected this from the intake and kind of pulled it toward me. That way I could move this piece toward me. Turned the clamp, disconnected the clamp. But this one's a hard line, so you can't mess that up. Regardless, it doesn't matter the flow. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, because it just goes in one, out the other. It's just a way for this to heat itself up. Now comes I guess would be the more difficult part, is going to be actually taking the valve out. I got to figure that out. So I'll be back with you guys once I get that figured out. But that's my tip on this. It goes right there. Here's the line. As you guys can see, I moved it that much to be able to get that that little steel line around the PCV valve disconnected. All right, so I got the old PCV valve out. I don't think that gasket was doing very much because it was pretty loose. But if you guys can see that, that's the hose it attaches to. So all I did was I left it attached. Got my pliers. This is I believe it's TEQ pliers that I got from Advance. I've had these for a long time. Clamped on, grab the clamp on there, push it back, and then just grab the hose. And if you guys work on cars a lot, you guys will know that rubber hose on plastic, it just clamps or seizes up. So you just kind of wiggle it a little bit and just pushed it right off. Then you just turn this, counterclockwise about a quarter turn, and it spins right out. So now you guys can get your new Ford factory piece and put that on there, and that's pretty much it. I'll show you guys once I have it all reassembled. Alright guys, like I said, I got it all put back together. I was telling you guys I would definitely take this piece, this hose off. That's the same hose that runs around to the PCV valve. Disconnected, that way you can get it to move. That way you can get this piece to spin around this metal piece here. It moves around the PCV valve. That way you guys can get in there easier. But that's it, it's installed. All I've got left to do is put the coil pack back on, my brake booster line, vacuum line back on, and clean up. But that's it, pretty easy install. You might lose a little coolant if the truck's been ran, but she's been sitting here for the last day or so, hasn't been driven, so I didn't lose much coolant. But besides that, just top off your coolant. You guys should be good to go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys on the next one.